This is wild. I mean, wow. Check this out.
I love my children to death. It's been hell. I never could imagine trying to be a good mother would end me up in jail with a criminal record, like I'm a predator out to hurt my kids, who I live for. That's my world. Everything revolves around them. Everything I do is for my kids. And because I didn't want them to commit another crime and did what I was raised to do and what my mom did to me, I'm a bad person. And I don't think it's right at all, because I'm not. And I really love my children to death.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Dope. Listen, man, like, comment, subscribe. You already know what it is. Top of the morning, you feel me? Make sure you go to ubuntuapparel.com. All the information will be in the description of this video. And if you're on YouTube, just go down to the store, right? And you could grab you something off the store. This is how y'all can help support this journey, okay? And I just want to say thank you in advance. Now, I agree with her. Beat them kids, man. You have to instill order. If that's the case, then why when you go to court, right, there's consequences, right? We can't tell them what type of consequences to give us, but they can tell us if we can and can't discipline our own children. But like I tell y'all all the time, when you sign that birth certificate, the child don't belong to you no more. Let me tell y'all something, right? In America, when you have a child, you sign your child over through the birth certificate. Now that child becomes the state's, right, livestock, right? You just govern the child for the state, right? You understand that, right? You have to watch over the child, feed the child, right? Why you think they give y'all different amenities, different housing programs, food stamps? Why do you think they give y'all that? You think they helping you? No, they helping you help the child. You have to understand how this goes. Let me tell you something, bro. The way the world runs, I told you, 99% of people have no clue, okay? You just a parent. You are overseer, a supervisor, a chaperone over the child. As they use you to see this child grow up, and when that child grows up, that child gets a job on American soil, which helps build their empire. We're doing all the work for them, bro. Think about this shit. You don't control your child, because if you did, you'll be able to discipline as you see fit. Crazy part is the people who's telling you you can't discipline your child like this, they don't live like you live. They're not from where you from. They don't understand street codes. They don't understand this shit. Why? Because they don't live and come off the same side of the track you do. It's crazy the way the world is ran, dog. Let me tell you something. Back when I was coming up, bro, everybody took care of everybody's child. The lady stayed beside us. Her name was Miss Ada. God rest her soul. That lady used to beat our ass for chasing her chickens. Then we get home, my grandma beat my ass. Then my mama would beat my ass. Come on, bro. Anytime a person can go in your store and steal, no consequences. If a person can cheat on you, no consequences. If a person can go in your refrigerator, do whatever, no consequences. That's a recipe for disaster, bro. Now, if these children, like she say, broke in somebody's house and somebody did something to them, then what? Let me tell y'all something, bro. America and these Western ways and in this Western world, you've been fooled. You've been fooled in ways you do not know. Think about what I just told you. They give you all these housing programs, food stamps, and all these different amenities to assist you to raise their livestock, bro. Think about what I'm telling you, bro. You are helping them build their empire, bro. You're doing the work for them. You are a parent, a pair that rents parents. This is why it's so important for us as people to have culture, to have true religion, right? To have true cultural ways, because the culture is the bondage, right? To the do's and the don'ts. Certain cultures, you have to go through the mom, then you got to go through the dad to marry their daughter. They don't do that shit in America. So I want you to really pay attention to what I'm saying. They take away our culture and they instill us with these demonic ass Western European ways of doing things, and this is why we living out of chaos. There's nothing to bond us to tradition. Nothing, bro. You can go marry into anybody else's family, bro, without nobody saying nothing. No say so. Oh, man, I'm finna love. And they don't understand. Your family lineage is so important. You can't just let anyone come, right? Get in your family and blend with your family in the name of love. If you think about it, bro, it really don't make sense. If your granddad and your grandma built this family the way that they saw fit, right? Here you come along, right? And you just want to fall in love with anybody, right? Those anybody people you're bringing into your family. And I think that anybody that has any, and you could, it goes however you want to go. But I would rather say stick with culture, right? To really filter through people that you're bringing into this family, right? Because that's all you have, your family lineage. And if this wasn't so important, then why are the richest people in the world doing this, bro? The richest people in the world. We're talking the popes, the Orsini families, these big Italian families that you never heard of that owns and governs your life in ways you don't even understand, right? The Borgias family, right? This is where the picture of Jesus comes from. It came from Pope Alexander, son, Caesar Borgias, right? That's his picture of God that you see plastered around the world. That's why I say these are profound, powerful families, bro, that owns your life and governs your life in ways you don't even know. So the picture of Jesus that you see plastered around everywhere in the world that your grandma got, your mama got, is in your churches, it came from Pope Alexander's son, Caesar Borgias. This is how powerful these people are. Why they still sticking together. And if you think what I'm saying is some BS, go look at the show on, I think it's either HBO or Showtime. They got a show called The Borgias Family. Now, out of all the biblical families you've heard about in the Bible, have you ever heard of the Borgias family? The very picture that Jesus pictures come from. They don't tell you this, right? And this is why I say, man, we got these old European Western ways of living, bro, and we wonder why we fail at everything. Because they set us up to fail. The shit that they promote for us to do, they don't do it. They don't do it. We were married outside of our families, right? Without family approval, right? And when people say you don't need your family because you living in a Western world, bro. Your family is all you got. Those people done taught us to do everything on our own, bro. Do everything on your own. That's crazy, bro, when you think about that shit, man. That's crazy. And like I say, dog, why is it that the families that stick together got more than you? Boy, it's power in numbers, man. Why the fuck you think these people promote the fact that, no, do everything on your own, get your own house, get your own car, so that you can be taken advantage of? Do you know how much you would save if you lived in one house? Your mama, your daddy, you, your husband, your wife, whatever, the children. And to be honest, man, we would go broke just to say mine. Just to say I. That's my car, that's my house. And we don't even own that shit. You got 46 more months to pay on the car. You'll say that's mine. Everything about America says nothing about sticking together as family. It actually says the opposite, because they understand. If we could separate them from the family aspect, then we got them. This is why the child support and all this shit plays a big factor. The man in the house law. Go look that up. This is why they break black families up. This is why they promote women's independence. You don't need a man. That shit makes no sense. You can't do nothing without a man. And a man can't do nothing without a woman. That is simple math. But the powers that be will promote the fact of break up. But they not breaking up. Do everything on your own. But they not doing everything on their own. So all you doing is like I say, man, you self-destruct. You gotta have family, man. And I know a lot of us gonna say, man, family, blood, thicker than water, all that shit. That's why I say, man, in America they whitewash your ass, bro. They strip your culture. Culture is the one thing that bonds families and traditions together, bro. And they take that shit away from us. Give us all this entertainment, you know, bills, you know, everything to keep us distracted. And this is why we fail. But if you think what I'm saying is some BS, go study the families that are still intact. Not just the primary family. I'm talking about the family. When you ride, you see that ranch with that name, says whatever it says. And when you go out there, there's a compound, not a house, a compound. But they got us living in individual houses. It's power in numbers, man. So all I'm saying is this, man. I agree with her, man. Discipline your kids. We have to start putting our foot down and understand the reason why the government does what it does is because they don't see us. We're not the owners of our children, bro. We're literally raising these children to continue to build their empire. This is all about slavery, cheap labor. Make you send your child to school, keep them dumb, deaf, and blind, so they don't prevail through the first layer of finances, and it's just going to continue, bro. It's just going to continue. So listen, man, it's your boy Papa Duck, man. I love y'all, man. Make sure y'all put your comments on the bottom of this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget, this video is brought to you by Ubuntu Apparel. Hit the share button. And like I tell you all the time, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. I'll get with y'all on the next one.